Okay, now we're going to talk about special relationships. Adjacent relationships can be a little bit tricky, but adjacent angles mean that you have two angles that share a ray. So this ray right here separates angle A and separates angle B. And when they share a ray, those are called adjacent angles. So you could say angle A is adjacent to angle. I don't like it that they do lowercase. Normally we say sides for lowercase. Those should be uppercase. All right. Now we're going to talk about complementary. This is not the same type of complementary where you pay somebody a compliment. That's complementary with an I. All right. So notice in complementary angles, at least in this instance, they share a ray. So angle A is adjacent to angle B. But what also you should notice, I'm going to go ahead and I should just go with the lowercase right now. This right angle symbol right here shows that angle A and angle B form a right angle. So we would say the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B add up to 90 degrees. And when two angles add up to 90 degrees, they are also complementary. Okay, when we move down here to linear pair, think of the word supplementary. I think this is what used to be used all the time, and I think they've moved on to linear pair. But most linear pairs also share a ray. So angle A and B share this ray, which means that angle A is adjacent to angle B, but they sit on a straight line. So from here to here, that's a straight line. Those two add up to 180. So the measure of angle A plus the measure of angle B equals 180 degrees. These are called a linear pair, or sometimes your teacher will want you to know that these are supplementary angles. These two mean the same thing. Although the difference is a linear pair, they usually sit on a straight line. Supplementary angles could be there's an angle A over here, and maybe somewhere up here there's an angle C that happens to be the same size as angle B. If angle A and angle C were to add up to 180, they would be supplementary even if they weren't sitting on a straight line. Okay, let's jump down here. Okay, now we're going to talk about vertical angles. So before, adjacent complementary linear pairs shared a ray. Vertical angles share a vertex, meaning a corner. So angle B and angle A share their vertex. Okay, so they are not adjacent. They don't share ray. They only share vertex. So angle A. Also, what's interesting about vertical angles, they're congruent. Those two angles are congruent. They're vertex because they're vertical. Ooh, I spelled vertical incorrectly. Because they share a vertex. All right. Okay, I'm going to pause this video and then we're going to talk about when there are parallel lines cut off by a transversal. What types of angle relationships do those form? That'll be next.